Being a fan of a certain sports team is great, but being able to enjoy any given sport as a whole is even better. Isn't it fun when you see new teams succeed every year? Sure it is, except we rarely see that happen. Unfortunately, in the 21st century, us sports fans have seen, heard, and watched the same old teams over and over again. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we dive into 10 sports teams everyone's getting sick of watching. And a big shout out to Daniel for suggesting this video. We do hope you enjoy this list, and if you do, feel free to click subscribe down below for more cool videos every single day. Number 10, Toronto Maple Leafs. In Canada, the only sports team you ever hear about is the Toronto Maple Leafs, even though there are 6 other Canadian NHL teams and a baseball and a basketball team also based in Toronto. But even you American fans probably get too much of the Leafs on TV. They're featured in primetime games over and over again on both sides of the border. For a team that made the playoffs once in 2006 and 2016, that's a little excessive. Plus, don't American NHL fans want to see more of their own team and not some mediocre team from another country? Number 9, St. Louis Cardinals. Okay, the Cardinals had their 2 World Series championships. They're one of the most historic franchises in baseball, as well as one of the most consistent. But really, must they be featured on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball every week? Let's be honest, the Cardinals don't have a big following outside of Missouri. Now that the Cubs are the class of the NL Central, maybe we can watch more of them. Plus, there are 28 other teams that can be featured on primetime baseball. Number 8, San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs have been a model of excellence, winning 50 games plus for over 2 decades in a row. The 99, 2003, 5, 7, and 14 NBA championships have been a joy to watch, but we've seen enough. Tim Duncan is long retired, and younger teams like the Golden State Warriors provide more excitement. The Spurs are still a great team, but is there anything fun they can do now that we haven't seen since 1998? Didn't think so. Number 7, Philadelphia Eagles. Can someone tell us the last time the Eagles had more than 2 exciting players to watch? Or the last time they won a playoff game? Or the last time they were even a bona fide Super Bowl contender? I can't, but that doesn't mean the NFL will refuse to televise them in prime time 3 to 5 times a year. Even if they were good, the Eagles aren't that widely followed outside of Philly. But yeah, they're not a good team. So why do we have to watch them on Sunday or Monday nights to begin with? Number 6, Detroit Red Wings. The Red Wings were the NHL's model of excellence with their 25 straight playoff appearances and 4 Stanley Cups from 1991 to 2016. But this has not been a Stanley Cup contending team for half a decade. Detroit doesn't possess the multiple future Hall of Famers anymore. The years of picking late in the first round have finally caught up. Nonetheless, the NHL treats them as the golden franchise by putting them on Wednesday and Sunday primetime games over and over again. They've been in more than enough outdoor classics, too. Being an Original 6 franchise means Detroit has a big following, but we'd rather watch great teams on national television than teams that used to be great. Number 5, Los Angeles Lakers. With Kobe Bryant long gone, it's a long rebuilding process for the Lakers. They used to be the most exciting team to watch. Remember when they had Kobe and Shaquille O'Neal and were a championship contender every year? Those were the days. Sadly, the Lakers are awful now. We can't get behind the D'Angelo Russell and Julius Randle era just yet. But the Lakers earn just as much publicity and attention as any other team. That's silly for a team that hasn't been a championship contender since 2012. Number 4, New York Yankees. The Yankees were dominant in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 90s, 2000s, and most of the 2010s. 27 World Series championships, and everyone knows this team always buys all the best stars. Though the Yankees endured a rough stretch from 2013 to 16, we still get to see the media cover them more than any other club. Furthermore, this team gets far too many primetime games, like other clubs on our list. The Yankees have dominated for nearly a full century. We're ready to see other teams take over and play on primetime more. Number 3, Dallas Cowboys. Before Dak Prescott took over, the Cowboys were a mediocre team at best under Tony Romo. But because they were America's team 20 years ago, we have to see them play in a minimum of 5 primetime games per year. Now that the Cowboys are good, there's only going to be 2 teams you'll hear about from now on: the Cowboys and the number 1 team on our list. Number 2, any LeBron James team. We try to appreciate dominance from time to time, like when Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls won the NBA championship every year. But every single year, a LeBron James-led team wins the Eastern Conference. Everyone knows that. You already know one half of the NBA Finals in October, and unlike Michael Jordan's Bulls, LeBron's teams usually lose in the NBA Finals. A little bit of parity every now and then would be fun. And number 1, New England Patriots. Unless you're a Patriots fan, you've clearly had enough of the Patriots. They've beaten 5 different teams in the Super Bowl. They did everything possible to make sure Peyton Manning only won 2 rings. They've decimated multiple teams over and over again in the playoffs, especially the Pittsburgh Steelers during their dominant reign, and even the Indianapolis Colts. We miss the days of parity. Seeing the Patriots play in the AFC Championship every year and in the Super Bowl every 2 years is not parity. What other sports teams are you sick of watching? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.